it continued anyway in a fishing expedition. When you look at Joe Biden right now, because this is not a story about, the media still keeps saying, oh, the Republicans are so worried about Hunter Biden. No, they're not.
No.
The story is Joe Biden. Hunter Biden is the conduit.
Yep.
And it's about it's about influence peddling. And you have a connection of dots and a lie from the president that is so obvious that any investigator would say, why is he lying and continuing to lie about the fact that he never had any discussions ever and knew nothing about his son's business ventures when everyone knows that's a lie?
Well, it's a lie in the way that it is absolute. It is a one of these shut the door on it, no room for exceptions kind of lie. Well, okay, when you're like investigating a conspiracy theory, the bigger the conspiracy theory, the less likely it is to be true. If there's a conspiracy theory about one thing and it stays on one track, sometimes it plays out where, oh wait, that actually did happen. People are talking about it, there's a rumor on the internet, and then all of a sudden, boom, it happens. With the president lying about this, knew nothing. There easily could have been statements along the way. He was aware that his son was involved in multiple businesses, but he doesn't have any details to share with the American public here that are relevant. And leave it at that. But he didn't do that. Had no knowledge whatsoever. So you're creating this big ironclad lie. When you create an ironclad lie and then evidence comes out more and more that shows that's a lie, and in fact there may be a big reason that you lied, which includes him being directly involved and benefiting directly, that's where people get, investigators get curious.
Well, because of Hunter's laptop and the fact of the voicemail that the president left for Hunter.
Yeah.
And we all know that he knew about it, and you have witnesses that are willing to go under oath saying no, the 10% went to
right.
Went to Biden. Right. He was one who was identified by that. So you have more than one witness. There's more than just Bobulinski who's willing to testify under oath. So you have two people willing to testify under oath that the guy who got money was Joe Biden.
Right.
And that he's been part of the business ventures since he has been vice president of the United States under Obama. And
right.
You have all these lines that are connected right now. You have 1,000 times more than you ever had on Trump. Because Trump, they had nothing on. I shouldn't say 1,000, because 1,000 times 0 is still 0.
Yeah.
They had nothing on Trump with Russia collusion. In fact, it was just the opposite. The Hillary campaign was the one that was colluding with the Russian national that had ties to Russian intelligence. Hillary Clinton, the campaign paid him. When is that story going to come out? I mean, I know it's part of the Durham report, but how will that look in the history books? You saw that William Barr came out last week and said nobody's going to be punished for this civilly or criminally.
Yeah, it's likely that the only thing, and I think that Barr may have known that, going in, that there are a lot of things that you have to prove, like, and this is what Andrew McCarthy, the case he was making during the Iggy Danchenko trial, is that there's one lie especially that it's going to be very hard to prove that he told, that it was hard to prove that it is a lie, that he knew something at that point and said something different to the FBI. So I think William Barr, there's good reason to believe that he knew when assigning Durham, look into all this and find what you can, but it's important that you tell the story. And you and I have been talking about this since the beginning of Durham's assignment, and that is, this is what is important. The American people deserve the truth. Many people skirt the law. It's not right, and I don't like that. And millions of people won't like that because people aren't above the law. But it is clear what happened here and how many people were involved. It is a massive abuse of power that this country, in terms of a political election, has never seen.
No, it's the biggest political dirty trick of all time.
And the only thing you have is, again, in the case of the Sussman trial, jurors that basically came out and said, yeah, but lying to the FBI isn't a big deal. There are bigger crimes out there, and that's what the FBI needs to go after. Well, that's an admission, basically, that Sussman, you believe Sussman lied to the FBI, but you don't believe it's a big deal.
Right. Because,
and that's where we are.
And because you're going after my political opponent,
Exactly.
that is fine.
Yep.
And as long as you have people that believe that way, that will sit on a jury,
Yep.
if the people want the country to go to hell, the country will go to hell.
Yep. we can choose that.
If the people don't care about the law, well then that's where you start with the downfall of the country.
Yeah, the truth may not matter to millions. In fact, it clearly doesn't matter to millions of people. They scoff it away because their life is easy. They see it as, well, it doesn't affect me every day.
Until they come after you.
That's the kind of ignorance that I can't cure. If you believe it's okay to allow people with that kind of power to abuse that power, what you're not seeing is if they're willing to go after a candidate and then a president, you think you're secure? You think you're safe? You think your friends are safe? You're not. In fact of the matter is, people will scoff this away because they're ignorant. They'll scoff it away because they simply don't care and don't wish to learn the truth, because here's the big thing. The truth sometimes is brutal. It is brutal to the bone, and many people can't handle that. They don't want to see it. They don't want anything to do with it. They'll turn their head and they'll scoff at every turn.
866-90-RED-EYE.
We'll be right back with more Red Eye Radio with Eric Harley and Gary McNamara.
Shop at Iowa80.com for the best selection of everything for your truck. Exterior, interior, lights, safety, seats, electronics, and more. Iowa80.com. Walcott, Iowa.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
If you feel like you're stuck with a healthcare plan that isn't affordable, or you simply just don't like how it works, well, right now, during open enrollment is a perfect time to switch to Medishare. The typical family saves $500 a month when they join Medishare, and what's more, they like it. Medishare has double the customer satisfaction rate compared to the industry. That's double. And Medishare is the most trusted name in healthcare sharing. It's been around for 30 years. It's shared more than $4 billion in healthcare bills. And here's why now is the perfect time to make the switch. If you join Medishare Complete by January 1st, they will waive your new member fees and you'll save an additional 10% off your first year. No fee to join, 10% off every month for all of next year. But again, it's a limited time offer. So yeah, you're not stuck. You've got a great option. Call now, 844-94-BIBLE. That's 844-94-BIBLE, 844-94-BIBLE.
This winter, give your diesel a real treat. How's Diesel Treat? It's what your diesel craves in the cold. North America's most trusted anti-gel prevents gelling even in the harshest temperatures without the use of alcohol or harmful solvents. Safe and effective in all diesel and biodiesel blends, it lubricates fuel and prevents deposits while safely removing water. For a treat that your diesel will love, turn to How's Diesel Treat. And remember the How's Guarantee. When you use Diesel Treat, you go or we pay the tow. Visit howsproducts.com for more.
Red Eye Radio and our sponsors are devoted to trucking safety. That's why we're proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable, accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1 million miles or more of driving under your belt,